But I mean, we can't really move forward until we acknowledge what happened yesterday and we atone for it.
Why can't we just be okay and like just be good? Like we're so far
We have to
beyond
atone
that.
for certain things.
No, we don't. That's like
I
that's more of like a religious thing.
Yeah,
I'll try to pivot.
Okay, well,
I'll try to pivot.
You know, it's not about pointing fingers at individual people, it's pointing fingers at like a system that still has like negative effects for lots of different groups of people.
Does everybody vote that can? And did you vote since you could?
I
like
did not
ever
vote.
since you could?
I didn't vote either.
I hate politics.
But the main thing about what we fought for on any side in America were the right to do these things like vote.
But we only have two parties to pick from. I would prefer the third party, but the third party doesn't win. And if you vote for the third party, you're actually just hurting your own party. It's rigged. You do like.
It's not really, if you get involved, you can't help but be a part, you know, you can change it.
I'd rather take care of my immediate community, my immediate goals, my immediate life. I'm gonna be a good citizen, a good taxpayer. That's all that I need to do.
I agree with that. I can't vote, but I am very politically active.
Right.
So I think that might be more impactful than like all the third of the population who didn't vote for whatever reason.
Do you guys believe that citizenship status correlates to how American you are?
I don't agree because there's a bunch of people who come here with, you have to have $1 million and they put you into like a community of like-minded or like people, and all it takes is $1 million for these people to come in, and they don't have to do anything but just pay that money.
Yes, there are people who have millions of dollars and invest into the country, but that's not the majority of the people, and there are people who are undocumented and they want to become citizens because this is the only country they've ever known, but they can't. Are they less American just because of paperwork?
I think a lot of it has to do with effort too.
I thought so. I used to believe that. I used to think that if I come here, I go to school here, I work here, I can become a citizen eventually. I had to get married because that was the easiest way for me to come here. I don't think it's a fair process. I can get a green card in a year just because I married an American, but other people have been here for decades and still can't get a green card, and I don't think that is fair at all.
I think we should all just go through and finish our rankings and just kind of say why, and then maybe
That would be good.
regroup.
I think I'm number one. I think I'm the most American. I am a continuation of a long line of people who have done nothing but thrive and contribute to this country.
I mean, you don't have an America without Black and Indigenous people, just given the history and all the contribution. So I do feel like she should have been first.
Unfortunately, the thing about America is that race is just connected to everything we do. And that's why it's a mess. There are several different Americas. We do not live in the same world. I can already tell we don't live in the same world.
By the way, I was raised by a Black nanny for my entire life growing up.
Yeah,
nanny, so
lots
you
of
had-
white people have been raised by
Well,
Black
I'm
nannies
sorry, but
over...
she raised me as my mom because my mom wasn't there.
But you don't walk through life the way that I do, and I don't walk through life the way that you
I
do,
think
or that
that's
he
such
does,
a
or that she.
victim like thing to say.
I am not a victim.
You have as much potential as I
And
do
I
at
know
birth.
that.
What
I'm
if I
not trying
had
to play the
somebody-
oppression Olympics here. I'm just trying to paint a picture so that you can understand that not everyone lives life like you. I hope she at least heard what I said, and at least maybe it'll echo, you know, in the future, and maybe she'll remember like this encounter.
I heard everybody's opinion and why they felt that they did deserve to be an American or didn't. We all have our views, and I think they're all going to be in the end the same, that we're humans first.
I think it's best, for the sake of this conversation, to try to focus on our individual reasons why we're American and not so much because our ancestors did this and that.
Then why did you guys put me at the front?
Because of what you mentioned, like as far as I understood, you want to be here, and this is like where you see yourself and where you identify yourself as being.
Do you feel American?
Ooh. Yeah, it's all I know.
You're more American than I am just because you would want to stay here. I would drop my hat and leave immediately. I'll go to the back line. If like my girlfriend said, I want to go back to Taiwan, I'd go with her right away. Free healthcare, no mass shootings. That's already like two really good pluses to me, so.
I choose America all the time, but you know, if an alien from outer space came here and said he loved America and he doesn't want to go back to space, he's an American because he takes pride in it.
I'm gonna move myself to the.
Yeah,
say
I
I'm
would
number
I would
two.
also rate
You'd go back
myself
to clubbing?
lower. That's why
I am like a dual citizen. Like I'm not just American. I'm also Colombian. That's still a huge part of what motivates me, who I am, the culture that I engage in?
I think you should come before me because if we're talking about like individual contribution, I think you've done more than I have.
Yeah.
There are guys who serve and do things and do really great things for this country, but like not everybody in the military is actively on the front lines fighting wars. Not everybody's a Delta Force special operator. I chose to not for patriotic reasons. It's like, do I go to school and get a lot of debt and not even know what I want to do with my life? Or do I take some time, think about it, and get the government to pay me my education?
Does everyone feel comfortable where they are?
Yeah,
I would say she feels very strongly.
She does.
I do.
So where would you want to place
Yeah.
yourself?
I mean,
I'm
I think
curious.
that me personally, the passion and the importance of me looking out for everybody that's an American and wants to call himself American, I think that's so valuable.
I feel like you want to say number one,
I
and
mean,
that's
I
okay.
do, honestly. I think that is me.
Come.
If we're going by her metric of contribution, since I am a public servant, I do travel, I do first responder work, emergency management. I would say by that metric, I would be number
You
two.
help.
Yeah,
You actually
I
help
agree.
Americans. Okay.
This is your final ranking?
Yes.
You're locking it in? Okay, great. What I'm gonna have you guys do is take a mock citizenship test.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
So
As if I knew something.
Great idea.
We got this.
You guys have all been given 20 random questions, and let's see how well you guys do.
Okay.
Okay.
How do you guys feel like you may have done?
I think
Oh,
I
the
did
te-
bad.
There was at least 5 questions. I was like, man, I don't know the answer to this.
In 7th, we have Abe with 11 out of 20. We have a tie, Sydney, 11 out of 20.
A tie?
You and Abe tie.
Oh, okay. Sorry, Mr. Adler.
In 5th, we have Devin, 12 out of 20.
Sydney and I are definitely very impassioned about the way we feel about America, and we were the lowest on the totem pole, so.
In 4th, Lance, 14 out of 20. In 3rd, Daniel, 18 out of 20. And at a tie for 1st, we have Gabrielle and Lila with 20 out of 20.
Got all of them right? Holy.
Passing the civics test is a 12 out of 20.
Yeah.
What'd you get?
11.
failed.
12, I got
failed.
12.
We failed.
Oh, so this.
It's kind of funny that the people who have the loudest voices are the ones that are at the bottom of this whole ladder.
That tends to
That's
happen.
fair.
Of course.
Yeah.
I will say when Lila was talking about how hard she had to contribute just to stay in this country, I think that speaks more volumes than being able to take a test.
100%.
I agree.
I was surprised by how low some of the scores were, but I also wasn't surprised that I got them all right because this is something I have to study. So I don't think it's necessarily fair.
It's much more important for them to know what's going on right now rather than knowing like random like trivia questions about history that not even American-born people know. Being an American is not easily definable. There's gonna be always a sizable portion of the US that no matter how American you are and how hard you work to be here, they're never gonna recognize you as an American.
I believe in a future in which America is a place where everyone can live harmoniously. I think we just need to do a better job of listening to each other, being more empathetic.
Thank you guys so much. Let's cut.